providing support and a little extra help without her knowledge. Obviously, I will never reveal I am her largest supporter. I have never seen any of the content aside from a few face pictures to confirm it was her account. I do this solely to help her and to help support my nephew since she refuses all help I offer. Is this wrong? I don't know. Does it feel weird as fuck? Yes, it does. Do I regret it? Not even slightly.
So does he watch?
He said no. So what he does is he gives a friend money, and that friend is the subscriber.
Okay.
And I don't know if that friend watches.
This is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
That friend is like, yeah, I don't watch it.
I need to know. I need to know if the friend watches.
Well, I need to know, like, what's the content?
What is the content? Is it just
I'm assuming
her?
it's probably.
But it could be anything. Like, some people are on there. Some people are literally on there with their bare ass sitting on cakes.
Yeah.
Like, it's creative stuff. There are people like that.
Him saying that he's like, I am not watching the content. I'm assuming it's. But
it could be fucking anything.
It could be anything.
It's true.
Like, that's why I want to know.
I know. Who knows? But I think ultimately, if all of this is true, I think this is a kind gesture. It's fine. It's sweet. And I get it. It makes her feel like, oh, well, I'm earning this money. And she is, but you know, instead of just giving her the money and she feels guilty about it, this is through a way that.
This is really, really sweet.
It is.
He doesn't need to call her a few crayons short of a Crayola pack.
No, he didn't need to say that.
He did not need to say that at all.
No.
Because I'm confused.
Yeah.
And hurt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some comments here. This is so wholesome, even though the post has a disturbing title. I am sure there are other ways to assist, like trusts and such, but for anonymous, instant, short term, why not? Take it to the grave, though. Someone else said, while your intention is good, do you know if she is making enough money from other users? You may be the only reason she is doing OnlyFans actively.
Oh, that could be true.
Someone else said, I have a feeling that had she known she couldn't do it on her own and had she turned to you for help, she could have had a more realistic approach to the situation with a higher chance of finding a more wholesome approach to tackling it. OP responded, unfortunately, she's one of those extremely stubborn people and will vehemently deny she isn't doing it on her own, even when everything points to the latter. Lastly, someone said, it is not weird. You found a way to support her without hurting her pride, although I think she is very short-sighted if she doesn't want your help. Kudos to you. If you want to help in other ways, try to frame it as helping her child as an uncle and not her. Give her coupons to kids stores, tell her you'll pay for extracurricular activities, etc. Pay for preschool. I think there's some offers he could probably put out there of like, hey, like, this is my nephew, and I make. If he's saying he makes close to $1 million a year, he could be like, can I like set up a fund to pay for his college?
There is also
like do some things.
I will say there is a betrayal of trust here where she is allowed to say, I do not want your help. And he is actively saying, you don't get that choice anymore.
No, he's not saying that to her.
He absolutely is.
No, I think saying that to her face is one thing, but then silently supporting her.
Silently doing the thing that she doesn't want him to do?
Yeah, I guess you're right. But I don't know if it's as like black and white as that, because I feel like.
Oh, no, it's definitely gray.
But this is tough, because you're right. She doesn't want this.
She's actively saying, I do not want your help. I do not want your money.
Because she wants to make it on her own.
She wants another person's money.
Yeah, I honestly would feel bad lying to her for that long. But you're also supporting. Honestly, you know what I feel like he should do? He or she, this person should use their money and like I feel like use it and like buy property and be like, hey, you can live here. This is an investment property.
I don't think she wants that.
He's just saying she's going to refuse all forms of help,
and that's okay. She doesn't have
right to do. So apparently from other comments, he has set up trusts. So there are other ways. It's short term that she's saying, no, I don't want your money. And it's also, I guess, from other comments, she may have other subscribers. I don't know how much money she's making per subscribers. I'm not really sure how the income works on OnlyFans. But I don't know. I don't think this is a situation where someone's a horrible person. Like,
no, for sure.
He's just so certain that she's so stubborn.
Yeah.
This is tough. And we've had stories kind of similar about people who are trying to get into Twitch streaming. And like being so determined. But, you know, the average, like the 99% of people on YouTube, Twitch, OnlyFans are people with like 0 subscribers who are just trying to break through. And it's really, really hard. Like, it's a lot harder than people realize. So she's not alone in what she's doing. And she's probably just hoping, like, it's going to spark, it's going to work. And
Oh, that's so hard.
it's really tough.
There's also like this when, with my experience, when family offers money, I feel that they now have this power over me.
I fully
now
understand
owe
that.
them this. I have to do this because they
A lot of
helped
feel
me.
that.
And a lot of times, I don't want that. I don't want those strings attached to me.
But sometimes
like
people
that.
don't feel those strings, and they still.
That's
you know,
true.
But
She's actively saying,
in
I
her,
don't want strings on me.
Like I even think about like with me, like I remember some of my earliest improv shows, there was no one in the audience. I didn't invite my family because I didn't want, my family was local. And I still felt like I was just like, I don't know, like support from your family, especially as a young artist, is crucial.
Yeah.
Right? Like you need it, but it's also really hard because you don't want it sometimes. You
know.
want to
Yes.
make it on your own.
Yes.
And you don't, like I really
You
remember.
have to have an empty improv show. You have to have
and
an
then
empty
yeah,
improv.
and then you really, yeah.
You learn from the empty improv show.
But yeah, gosh. But then I remember like when I was little and I like had a lemonade stand and no one would come and my mom like came and bought something. And I was like, well, and she was like, you still made lemonade and had a business today. And I was like, yeah, but you bought it. It was for other people.
give me my allowance. I am so curious about this friend who was like, yeah, I'll do that.
Does he watch it?
Does he watch it?
I'm glad he's going through the friend though, because
Well, yeah.
for many reasons, I'm glad.
You find out your whole family is the one who subscribed. They're like, great job, honey.
Oh my God.
You're like, oh.
Like if all the tickets we were selling for like Smosh the sitcom, it was all of our parents.
Yeah.
Shit.
And we were like, we hit another tier. And we're like, yes, it's all of our friends.
Yeah.
Smosh Mouth at Dynasty Typewriter with just my family in the audience. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on to our next story. Am I the asshole for telling my family no more to monthly family dinners?
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa. Whoa.
What?
No, I just already have a lot to say.
This is fun for me because this is not something I relate to. My family lives out of state. So I've never experienced like having family where it's like, oh, we meet up regularly.
You've never felt the gun to your head that is Sunday night sauce.
Wow.
Oh, shit. Okay. Ever since my dad was a kid, our family has done monthly family dinners, nicer ones than your average family dinner. It's something our family did when my siblings and I were kids, too. We'd have grandparents over and we'd all have a nicer dinner together. When my siblings and I grew up, we still did it only instead of what happened before, where branches broke off over time and did their own. They decided we should include partners/spouses and our kids as a whole in one. By the time I was 19, the family had decided they would take turns hosting each month to lessen the burden. My wife was excited to be part of them at first. We started during our relationship. I did the cooking to start, and then she took over after a while because she wanted to. My family had seemingly gotten along with my wife before this point, but they were overly harsh of her cooking, with the exception of my 2 younger siblings. She tried to make them happy, but no dice. I told them they could be kinder. They said she should cook better or cook different things.
Oh my God.
My wife didn't make anything they don't normally eat, but nothing was right. She grew frustrated and I grew suspicious. So we hosted a couple of months ago and I told my wife we were going to pretend I did the cooking, just to see. She told me she felt like they just weren't fond of her food. I pointed out nobody had the same amount of complaints as them, and they even criticized the steak and potatoes they all seemed to go crazy for. She went along with the plan, and when my family thought I'd cooked it, they loved it.
Oh my God.
Said it was so good, my wife had decided to let a real talent take over. That it was so nice to have something a little different, curry, and all this very lovely stuff. My younger brother and sister weren't fooled, but they enjoyed watching the rest of the family dig a hole. When the rest of my family heard it was my wife's food and not mine, they tried so hard to backtrack on all the nice stuff. The rest of the dinner went into tense silence and my wife's eyes were opened. I told her I was done with these dinners and she was my priority. priority. She felt a little bad. I told her we could have dinners with my younger brother and sister sometimes. It's less stressful anyway. When we didn't show up to last month's dinner or this one, my parents and siblings started asking questions. I told them each time we weren't going again, but missing two made it sink in. They told me we need to be there. I said never again. My wife doesn't deserve their disrespect.